Hello everybody, just weighing out some clay. We're just back from Cyprus for a holiday to visit my son and daughter-in-law and their two children. The second one that we hadn't seen before, she's only 4 months old, so that was lovely to see her. And I've got to say a special hello Yasu to Bella. Promised her I'd say hello on YouTube, so hello Bella, that's my granddaughter. Hope you're being a good girl for your mummy and daddy. I'm just knocking up some balls of clay here. I'm going to make some small wine beakers for a sale I've got coming up soon, so just going to get back into this. First time I've thrown anything for about a month now, so we'll see how we get on. Quick dozen, and then we'll get cracking on with another few dozen. Okay, now down onto the... Okay, here we are. I've thrown one beaker already. Set up a marking stick and get the dimensions correct on each one. Oops. It's just a simple cylinder. Because it's a tall cylinder, I'll be careful of knocking this stick here because it's quite close to my hands. But you can buy a gauge that clamps on. If you're doing a lot of throwing, a lot of repeat throwing, but I only do a dozen or so it's not really worth getting one. Same with all things now, just go over it again. I know I've done this before, but anybody new who's watching, pull it out wider than you intend to throw it, so you get a nice flat base. That allows you to pull as much of the clay up as you can, get the base nice and light. Helps you lift the clay up. Just a cylinder. What I use here is it's an old paintbrush, but I've used it for varnish and it's quite stiff at the end, so I've put a bit of foam over the end of it and it's quite firm, and what I use it for is to just helps compress and flatten the base, gets the finger marks out of it, makes it a little bit easier in the finished product. Okay. Check the cylinder up. Oops. There you go. Fantastic. Shows I've not thrown for 3 or 4 weeks, doesn't it? Clumsy. Draw it up. Past the throwing stick. These are 300 gram balls. I don't know what the imperial measurement is. I'll just turn it over. Leather it off. Clean the base off. These are not going to have the bases turned, so all I do is trim a little bit of excess off down to the wheel. Sorry about the squeaky noise. That gives me somewhere to glaze to. Just undercut it and cut it off. I try and use a wire when it's just if I'm not turning the base, I'll try and use a wire that's got a bit of texture to it, quite a thick one, and slow the wheel down straight through it. And what it does is it it gives a nice spiral effect on the bottom, so you don't have to turn it, you just thumb it off at the end. Okay. There's another one there. This is a small earthenware version of what I'm trying to do. It won't have any design on. It's going to be stoneware with chemical glaze down to there. It's got a little rosette on with my stamp in it, and they're slightly taller. Drink a little bit more wine in one go. Okay, so there you have it. You can see me. I've got quite a few of these to make, so I'm going to crack on with them. And see you next time. Nice to be back. Oh, by the way, bye bye Bella.